Hi there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for a fusion workout. My name is Lucinda Watkins, and I am an instructor at CLC Fitness. I teach fusion fitness, yoga, senior circuit, lots of different stuff. So I'm going to do kind of a sample video of fusion. It's not going to be the full hour. And a few things you should know. I'm not a YouTube sensation because I'm not really an expert at doing these videos. So bear with me. It's my first week going to online classes. I usually do these in person. So I am going to use some notes. I'm probably going to screw up, but we're in this together. We're all learning. It's a brave new world out there. So fusion fitness is a combination of yoga, body weight exercises, and barre. Barre is the exercise they do that ballet dancers do to keep those legs nice and strong. So we're all learning. We get to do this together and just follow along. Do what you can, take a break when you need it, and we'll go from there. Okay, fusion fitness. We are going to start by breathing. So have a seat on your mat, and we're going to take some nice deep breaths. We're going to put our hand on our chest and on our belly, and take a nice deep breath in. I'm going to remind you to breathe because that's the most important thing. Some of us are holding our breath this week. We're going to take some nice deep breaths. Also, it's good, having your hand on here is going to help remind you to engage that core a little bit. When I say engage your core, I mean pull belly button into spine. And for a lot of these moves, that's going to be your stability. So a few nice deep breaths. And along the way, I'm probably going to remind you to breathe because that's important. We're going to start standing. So up we come, nice mountain pose. I'm going to make sure you guys can see all of me here. And we're going to go hands all the way up. Drop your shoulder blades down. Roll the rib cage down. Hands come up. Nice deep breath. Pointing those fingers with lots of energy. You can't see my fingertips, but that's okay. You know what I'm doing here. Then we're going to bend from the waist, go all the way over into a forward bend. And we're going to take 5 nice deep breaths here, bent over. We're going to come all the way back up again. Dropping those shoulder blades down, rolling the rib cage down. Good. We're going to reach to the side. So trying to keep this part of my body nice and straight. Reaching, and just reaching with really strong fingers to the side wall. Energy in those fingertips. And the other way, reach. Just warming up all of our body and our joints and those muscles in our side body. All good. And back to center. I'm going to go sideways so you can see me. Reaching up, but then we're going to do a little bit of an arch. So a little bit of a spine stretch here. Nice deep breaths, reaching with your fingers, arms are straight, and we're going to go forward again. For a few nice deep breaths here. Good. Easy so far, you guys are doing amazing. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a stretch with our arms and shoulders just to get them warmed up. So you're going to take your arms out in front, intertwine those fingers. We're going to drop our head. We're going to roll our back into a bit of an arch and reach forward. Taking nice deep breaths, pulling your core in, reaching forward with your hands. We're going to take these fingers, intertwine still straight up, and to the side. Nice deep breath here. And the other side. Good. We're going to roll all the way to the bottom again and reach down. Taking those fingers, a little bit of pressure in there, pulling the shoulders forward. Good. And we're going to come forward. Dropping the head down, reaching the arms forward. Good. Taking in behind our back, I'm going to go sideways so you can see me. Reaching your hands down, dropping those shoulder blades. Pulling back, we're going to take some nice deep breaths here. Warming everything up. Good. We're going to do a bit of a slow sun salutation. So I'm going to try and go nice and slow, explain as we go along what I'm doing. I'm going to assume everybody's beginners. Like I said, me too. I'm a beginner. We're all in this together. And yeah, we'll just do what we can. So do the best you can. I think my head's cut off there. I'm going to move back a little bit. Here we go. So, like we did before, arms come straight up nice and strong. Fingers point. We've got lots of energy in those fingertips. We're rotating the ribs down. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to bend forward. Hold onto the back of those legs. Chest to knee if you can. Nice deep breath. On the exhale, come halfway up to flat back. Inhale all the way. Fingers come to the mat. We're going to step back into a plank position. So that's nice strong back. Shoulders over top of your wrists. Pulling the core in, that's what should be holding you up. And up onto your toes. Nice deep breath. We're going to push into a down dog. What that means is our hips come up. Feet are hip width apart. Walking those heels in towards the mat. And whatever feels good for you here, you can walk those feet a little bit. Pushing with your arms to kind of a flat back. Pulling the hips up. Pushing the heels down. Nice deep breath here. Good. Back to plank. We're going to slowly lower here. So what you want to do is keep your hands in nice and tight, slowly lower down, bending those elbows. And nice and flat. And I flipped my toes around if you notice. A little bit of a gentle mini cobra here. This is a little bit warming the spine up. We're going to do a little bit of a spine warm up. So heads up. Gently pushing through those fingers. Don't go so far that it hurts. Any of these stretches should not cause any pain. Just a little bit of a stretch. Good. I'm going to show you child's pose. What that is we're planting our hands and we're pushing our butt back. So butt goes to heels, arms stretch out in front with some energy in those fingers so they're not flopping down, and head comes to the mat. A gentle push with your glutes to heel. If at any time during our workout you're feeling tired or you don't want to be doing the move anymore or something's hurting, or even if you just need a little break, this is the pose I want you to go into. It's a nice resting pose but still active, is child's pose right like this. Excellent. We're going to get ready to go right into that down dog again. We're going to be flipping those feet, pushing the hips up, pushing away with our arms. Make sure those feet are hip width apart. Good. We're going to walk those feet in. Come all the way up. Nice strong mountain pose. So that was a bit of a slow version of our sun salutation, but that's kind of what it is. It's not too complicated. I'm going to warm everything up. I'm starting to feel a little warm. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little warm too. So we're going to go through that again a little bit faster. Kind of flow through. Arms up. We're going to bend all the way forward. So we're like chest to knee. Nice deep breath here. On the exhale, come halfway up to flat back. All the way forward, chest to knee, holding onto the back of your legs. Hands come to the mat. Stepping back, pushing right into down dog. Nice deep breath. Thinking about those heels getting closer, pulling the hips up, pushing away with the arms. This time we're going to take our left leg up and reach it through and coming up for a bit of a lunge. So we're staying up on that toe for now, right here. Nice deep breath. We're going to do a few. Good. We're going to set this heel down. Rotate that foot. I know you kind of can't see. I started on the wrong side, I think. Dropping down. Fingers forward. Gazing over that middle finger. So you want to align your body up. Nice straight line. Dropping into that knee, straightening the back leg, make sure there's some energy in there. Good. We're going to reach back for that back leg. Little bit of an arch over. We're going to windmill those hands down. And what I want you to do here is dropping your knee to the mat. Knee to the mat, keeping hands on the inside. Just need to check my recording. Keep going, you're doing great. Okay, keep going, you're doing great. We were here. We had dropped our knee down. Our hands were on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll face you. Hands are on the inside here. The back leg is stretched back. So I've walked my foot back a little ways. And what I'm going to do, there's different variations of this stretch. So I want you to do what works for you. If you're feeling enough stretch right here, hang out right here by all means. What I'm going to do is rotate out to the side of my foot, which means I'm dropping this knee down a little ways. And if you need a little more juice in this, we're going to come down to elbows. We're going to take a few breaths here, just opening these hips up a little bit. How are we doing? We're on the outside of our foot. Our knee is slightly out. Our back leg is still fairly active, nice and straight behind us. Good. We're going to come back up. We're going to tell this leg to go where we want it to. I'm going to go back here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. We're going to flip our back foot, come back up, all the way up. Good. We're going to step this foot forward. No problem, right? We're back where we started. Actually, you're doing amazing. Right here, nice deep breath. We're going to do that fold forward. We're going to hold the back of the legs. Nice deep breath on the exhale. We're going to come back to flat back. Inhale all the way down. See if you can get a little further. Hands to mat. Stepping back. Pushing right into down dog. That's pulling hips up. That's pushing heels down. That's flattening in through the back. This time we're going to do right leg up. A few breaths here. And through. Good. Staying up on that toe on the back leg. Nice deep breath. Dropping the shoulder blades, rolling the rib cage down, and breathing. We're going to change our arms. We're going to bring that foot in slightly and set it down. We're going to bend that knee, gazing over that middle finger, nice and strong. Big breath. It's a good week to remind yourself to breathe. Good. We're going to take this hand to the back leg. We're going to make sure it's still awake. Got some energy in there. A little bit of a stretch. Overhead. A few nice breaths here. Windmilling the arms down to the inside, dropping the knee. But then I'm going to walk that foot back a little ways. So we're in here, back leg stretch back, knees down, toes out behind, and we're going to tilt onto the outside of the foot. So that's tilting the knee out a little bit. If you want to, and it doesn't hurt, we're going to go down to the elbows. Nice deep breath here. Just letting that hip open up a little bit. Don't forget to breathe, that's important. See if you can rock that knee out to the side just a little bit more, opening up that hip. Good, you can come back up here. Rotate that knee back in. We're going to step this foot back Push into down dog. Nice deep breath, heels to mat. Walking those feet back in, all the way back up. Nice big breath. Let's take a water break. Have a little water. If you don't have one with you, you can go grab one right now. We'll take a quick break. Make sure you're staying hydrated. I'm sure you're doing amazing. Might be your first time. I think you're doing great. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of stretch like this. So I want feet a little bit wider apart than hip width. Plant those in nice and tight. We're gonna do a little bit of a forward bend. And if you can, hands to the floor. If you need a little bit more juice in this, you're gonna take those hands, you're gonna walk them back kind of underneath you. We're hanging out here, taking some nice deep breaths. Good. We're going to walk the hands back up. We're going to come back up. Shake those legs out if you need to. Give it a little hip shake. We're doing all sorts of stretching in through those legs, and we're going to do a little bit of work as well. It's coming. It's coming. This is all good warm-up stuff. And I've had a few people in my class that say, didn't feel like we did much. And then the next day you do feel those muscles. So we're doing good stuff here. Okay, let's go forward again. Walk those hands back a little further if you can for some nice deep breaths. We're going to hold here and breathe. And I want you to walk those hands forward. Here's what we're going to do. I'm turning my feet out. I'm dropping my knees to the mat. Are you with me so far? Coming down onto my elbows, and I'm going to give a gentle push back. So I'm keeping my knees bent. They're out to the sides. You can walk them out further if you need a little more juice in this. And I'm giving a gentle push back into the stretch. So wherever that is for you, it might be enough just right here. That's okay. No big deal. If you need more, gently push into this stretch. Oh, we're working on those hips a little bit. Working out the kinks for sure. Don't forget to breathe. And you can be down here if you need to. Hopefully you can still see me. Good. How we're going to come out of this, we're going to get our feet active. We're going to come up on our hands. I'm bringing my feet in, coming up, walking the hands under, taking a nice deep breath. And up. Good. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn one foot, doesn't really matter which side. We're going to bend. We're going to bring our hand to the inside for a little bit of a stretch here. I want you to pull your abs in tight. I want you to stack your arms nice and straight. We're going to take some nice deep breaths. Looking up, if you can. Keeping some awareness in that back leg. It's nice and active. And breathing. Good. Straighten out that leg. Toe points forward. Walk them back in if you need to. This one's going to go this way. Little bit of a bend in there. Keeping this one nice and straight. My hand comes to the mat on this side. Nice deep breath. Don't forget to breathe. Stacking those arms up. Nice active fingers. Back legs awake. A little bit of energy in there. It's not just sleeping. It's doing some work for you. And breathing. Good. We're going to bring hands to the mat on this side. We're going to take this foot back. We're going to go into a little child's pose. I want you to take a nice deep breath here for actually a few deep breaths here. Taking a little break. Keeping active fingers. Pushing glutes to heels. Toes kissed together in the back, the big toes. Nice big breath. Good, I think think I should do some music or something next time, because there's lots of like times we're just sitting here breathing, which could be boring for sure. So from here, we're going to flip our feet around. We're going to come up and do a plank. So a little bit of a plank flow, and we're going to hold. So when you're in that plank, making sure your shoulders are over top of wrists, nice and strong, planting those fingers, dropping the hips, pulling the abs up, and breathing. And we're going to push into down dog. I widen my stance a little bit. Find what's comfortable. Walk your feet if you need to. And then we are going to go right into a bit of a cobra. I flip my feet around. I took a nice deep breath here, looking up at the ceiling. Flipping those feet. Find the stance that's comfortable. Back to plank, we're holding and breathing. Keeping shoulders over top of wrists. And pushing into down dog. Pulling those hips up. Creating some space in those shoulders. Walking those heels to the ground. Don't forget to breathe. And to cobra. Flipping those feet. So you can either do a cobra where your thighs are on the ground, or up dog. Either way is fine. I'm okay with whatever. Nice deep breath here. Stretch. Good. And back into child's pose. Toes come together. Arms nice and strong out in front. Glute to heel. Forehead to mat. We're going to go through that again. How you guys feeling? Feeling pretty good. Doing good for time. Nice deep breath. Good. Okay, so we're going to flip those feet around, first step, and go right up to plank. That's pulling abs in, shoulders over top of wrists. Nice flat back. Don't let those hips come up. Don't let them drop down. Nice and strong back. And holding. And push into down dog. Oh, sorry, we were supposed to do cobra. My bad. See, I told you I'd make some mistakes. We're in this together. It doesn't have to be perfect. Are you still breathing? That's good. Take a little break, have a drink of water. We're going to go back up to standing. And some stretching. Let's just see where we're at. Have a little water break. You guys are doing great. Doing amazing. We can do this online thing, no problem. Okay. I need to have my water break. Just gonna go to the next page. Okay. So we're gonna go back to some of those warrior stances, but we're doing a few different things. Okay, let me get my shizzle right here. Okay, we're back up on this toe with bent knee and warrior one, nice and strong. Rotating the rib cage down, facing those hips forward, toes up, legs bent, arms strong. Nice deep breath. Finding in those toes. Good. We're going to drop that heel. We're going to shift around. We're going to keep the front leg bent. To warrior two, pulling the core in. That's your stabilizers right there. Nice and strong, gazing over those middle fingers. Fingers are nice and straight. Energy through those arms. Bent front leg, strong back leg. And breathing. Okay, you ready for it here? This hand's going to come back. We're going to do a bit of an arch. breathing. Are you breathing? Good. We're gonna come here, keeping this foot nice and straight, keeping the knee bent. We're gonna bring our elbow to the knee, and we're gonna reach over this way. Nice, straight, strong arm. Don't let your body droop this way, keeping it nice and upright. Nice straight line, keeping that knee bent. Drop into it if you need to. Breathing. Okay, coming out of that. Walking this foot. We're going to take the other one. We're going to take the other one back. So you're going to see the back side of me. You're going to take this one forward. You're going to be up on your toe here. This one bent. Arms up. Rib cage in. Core engaged. Fingers strong. Nice deep breath. A few nice deep breaths. Dropping that heel down. Shifting that foot. Keeping this one bent. Nice good energy in here. Arms go straight out. Creating a nice strong line. Gazing over those middle fingers. Have a little look back. Make sure you're nice and straight. Take some deep breaths. Hand comes to back leg. Make sure it's awake. Make sure you get some energy in that muscle. Reaching over. Keeping that bend on that front knee. Good. We're going to take elbow to bent knee. We're going to reach nice and strong overhead. Make sure you're not dripping forward. Make sure you're nice straight line. Nice strong arm pointing those fingers. Good. Walking this foot back in. And back. How are you feeling? Oh, those shoulders out. Doing amazing. Doing great. We're going to take it back down to the mat for a little bit of core work. We did some of that already. Just want to adjust this so you guys will be able to see me. Hopefully a little better if I'm on the mat for the rest of the time. Check my time here. Good. Okay. So, let's start in child's pose with those arms straight out. Nice and strong. Toes kiss back together. Pushing glutes to heels. Good. Hands here. We're getting ready to go into plank. Bit of a plank hold. We're breathing. It says hold for 5 to 10 seconds. We can do this. Now, keeping your hands in nice and tight, you're going to come in, lower down. It's supposed to be a narrow armed push-up. So if you can lower all the way down and then push right back up into plank. So it's basically plank hold to narrow push-up to plank hold. We're going to do this a few times. And narrow push-up. That was kind of me landing on the ground. It wasn't exactly a push-up. Hopefully you can do better than I just did there. Okay. Up, back up to plank. Nice and strong. Holding, pulling that core in. Shoulders over top of those wrists. And we're going to push to a little child's pose. Take a little break. Take a big breath. You got this. We're going to go through that one more time. And then do other fun things. Good. Okay, back up to plank. It's a plank hold, pulling your core up. Shoulders over top of wrists. push up. Slowly lower down, pushing back up to plank. I'm actually holding these for about 5 slow breaths. And child's pose. You're doing amazing. You're doing really good. So, we're going to do a little bit of back extension. So what that means is we're laying down nice and flat. I hope you can see me okay here. And I want you to kind of take your hands out to the sides, like so, and forehead to mat. We are going to lift up. So that's getting chest up, arms come forward, and then back. Called the breaststroke. Doing this for about 12 times. I lost count. Doesn't really matter. Okay, take a little break. Forehead to mat. Nice deep breath. And we're going to do a little back extension. So that's keeping your elbows in nice and tight, hands nice and tight to your sides. And we're lifting up. So keeping your thighs down, lifting your chest up. So we're going to lift up, nice deep breath, and down for a breath. And back up again. And you hold for the pause. It's not going fast, nice and slow. Slow and controlled. A few more, you're almost there. Lifting that chest up. Keeping your arms nice and tight. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing's important. Good. We are going to go into a bit of a side plank. I personally have a bit of a shoulder injury and find these challenging. So we're in this together. We're all learning. I'm going to have a little drink of water and then we're going to give it a try. Side plank is your arms are nice and stacked over each other, and I'll walk you through how to do it. I hope you're also taking lots of water breaks. It's important to stay hydrated. Okay, side plank is you're going to stack your shoulders over top of each other. I'm stacking my feet, keeping up nice and strong, and it looks like this. Pulling the core in nice and strong. And breathing. We're starting with this side so you can see me. There goes my shoulder. I want you to keep holding it. Keep holding. You've got this. Keep going. And breathe. And use your core. Good. Bring them down to the mat. We're going to do a little swimmer. Okay. Who's ready for swimmer? It's going to be awesome. Okay. So swimmer is we're laying nice and flat. Opposite arm, opposite leg, looks like this. Sorry, I should have been down a little bit flatter. So, opposite arm, opposite leg, comes up. And switching. We're doing this for 12 times. Let's count again. I suck at counting. I hope you guys are counting. Almost there. Good. Take a little break. We're going to do that side plank on the other side. Let's see how my shoulders do. Okay, so stacking your arm underneath your shoulder, stacking those feet, nice and strong. I want you to keep holding. I'm only quitting because my shoulder's wimpy. Keep going, keep holding. Nice strong fingers. You guys got this. And you can release. We're going to go down to the mat for swimmer. So that's flat on your belly again. Opposite arm, opposite leg comes up. Don't forget to breathe. Awesome. Let's take a little break. We're going to push into child's pose. Toes come together. Glutes to heels. Strong, straight arms. Forehead to mat. Nice deep breath. You guys are doing amazing. We're almost there. We're going to do some other fun stuff. So, we're going to take from child's pose, we're going to push up into down dog. And we're going to do a little bit of a reach and stretch. So that is reaching through, opposite arm to opposite side. And 2, 3, 4. Pull those hips up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Knees come to mat. How you doing? Feeling good? Awesome. Because we're going to do that again. It was so nice. We're going to do it twice. Okay. Back up into down dog. Pull those hips up. Push those heels down. Straighten those arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come all the way down, do a little child's pose if you need to. We're going to take this to seated and do a few stretches. You guys are doing awesome. Fantastic. Love it. Are we having fun yet? Okay. Crossing those legs, however you're comfortable. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, and we are going to reach around. So I would show you, but I super suck at this because of my shoulders, but I'm going to show you anyways, because this is probably where most of us are. Whoop, not quite reaching. Elbow comes up, this one comes down, sitting nice and straight. It's like there's a string from the top of your head. Reaching and breathing. And the other way. And you know what, I want to tell you, it is perfectly okay if those hands don't reach in the back. It's the stretch to get those shoulders moving. Mine are a little tight. Getting it worked on. Gonna be fine. Okay, so rolling them back and down if you want to. Give them a couple rolls. I want you to take those legs that were crossed and cross them the other way. That always kind of messes with my brain. Dropping those shoulder blades down, I want you to set your hand on the mat. We're going to reach to the side for a nice side stretch. As you're going to the side, I want you to keep your glutes on the mat, reaching the elbow closer to the mat. Nice deep breath. We're going to go the other way. Are you breathing? Taking nice deep breaths. Good. We're going to shake those legs out. Take them out in front of you. Bend your knees. And we're going to do just a gentle twist. So we're going to set our hand back here. We're going to use our knee as a lever and do a gentle twist. Don't go so far that it hurts. It should just feel like gentle stretch. I like to take nice deep breaths and think about that oxygen getting into those tight muscles. So as you take the breath in, it's releasing wherever you feel any tightness. Let's switch directions. That should have been about 4 or 5 breaths. If you want to hold it longer, you go for it. Nice deep breath. Good. We're going to do that one more time. So I'm going to show you this way this time. Reaching those arms. And you know what? This can just be a good stretch. It doesn't have to be that you're touching. Just feel the stretch in your arms wherever you are. Holding for 3 or 4 breaths. And switch. Elbow points at the ceiling. Reaching. Good. We're going to take hand to the mat. Reach to the side. Think about that elbow reaching down towards the mat. As you reach over, nice strong fingers. Glutes stay on the mat the whole time. And the other way. Nice deep breath. Good. Shaking those legs out. Bending forward. And a little bit of a twist. So hand comes in behind. A little bit of a twist. Don't forget to breathe. And the other way. Good. We're going to take those legs right out in front of us, nice and straight. And we're going to do a forward bend. So whatever you want to do here, you can hold onto your knees and forward bend. You can hold onto your calves. You can grab onto those toes and drop your head down and breathe. So whatever works for you to get yourself forward. You're thinking of chest to legs. The lady in the picture is doing it. But not quite there. It's okay. Whatever stage you want to be at here, and we're just dropping our head down, thinking about our chest getting closer to our legs. Nice deep breath, feeling the stretch. You're doing amazing. We're almost there. Good. We're going to lay down on this mat. And what I want you to do is bring your knees up to 90 degrees, like so. Arms come out to a T, and we're just going to drop these from side to side. So don't tuck your heels in. Don't tuck them in. Keep them at 90. Dropping them to the side, keeping that shoulder on the mat, and just feeling a nice, good side stretch here. Breathing into it, holding. And we're going to go the other way. Big stretch, big breath. Good. Now at this point, if you want to stay in Savasana, you want to lay down, do some relaxing, do some breathing, I think that's a great idea. But you know what? You've made it through your first fusion class and my first videotaped one. So I am so proud of you. I think you did amazing. And let me know any feedback or any questions you might have. And hopefully we're going to have all sorts more workouts for you by video. Thanks for joining me.